This time yesterday morning, and so just slowly and steadily we've seen those winds kick up and become very fierce. We have Biscayne Bay just over here on the other side of where I'm standing, and we're expecting about a 5 to 10 foot storm surge here. So it's not the water that they're worried about, it's the wind speed that they're worried about. Of course, we know that Irma shifted slightly west, so we're not going to get the brunt of it that we thought we were going to get, but you know what? This is pretty bad. We are experiencing some pretty significant winds. It is definitely not safe to be out on the streets. In fact, some of the lights just went out right behind me. We know that nearly 400,000 people in the state of Florida are without power. We still have power at this building, but we just saw some of the lights go out, and that may happen as these winds continue to kick up, George.
And we're showing those wind speeds right now, 87 miles an hour in Miami Beach. Gio Benitez, you were giving us a sense of the sound created by that wind and the swaying of those trees.
That's right, George. You can just see right there. That wind, that rain has just really started to come down, as Amy said, over the past half hour. I heard David talk about that northeast quadrant. That is, in fact, what's most dangerous when you're looking at those outer bands outside of the eye. Dangerous for talking about that. We are feeling that right now. It's incredible to hear you say, George, that you're seeing some 87-mile-per-hour winds in Miami Beach. We're not too far from Miami Beach right now. I can't imagine that too many people are asleep right now, because they must be watching that radar. They must be watching for those tornado warnings and tornado watches all night long. There were so many tornado warnings coming in that the local meteorologists over at our powerhouse station here in Miami, WPLG, they just couldn't keep up with these tornado warnings. They kept coming and coming and coming. I want you to look right here. Just look at that water right there, George, because that shows you how this wind is going from side to side. You just don't know where it's coming from. That is why it's just so dangerous. And just because we've been getting some tweets here, I just want to reassure some people, I am roped down. We are in a secure building surrounded by concrete, but this is an unbelievable thing that we're seeing here. George, I have to be honest, I've never seen anything like this covering storms here.
And just to give you an idea, Gio, the winds that you were seeing on that map were actually projected. So you're already seeing gusts around 60 miles per hour. You're going to see this for hours. That was actually 4 p.m. for an 87 mile per hour Miami Beach. So this is going to be a long day for the west and east coast of Florida. And that's something to keep in mind, and why we described any hurricane as almost a washing machine, where you have just a constant push of water, a constant push of wind, and it's hours on hours. This is what makes it different than a tornado.
And we can see that there with Gio. I want to go back to Gio right now. As you said, he's lashed in right there. We see those sheets of rain behind you. And so even though Miami did not get the worst of this, they don't feel like they dodged a bullet at all.
Not at all, George, and that's why people should be watching this. You know, I actually brought my mother to this building here because I knew this would be much more secure than the house that she was staying at. And she, last night, was just looking at the window in shock when she saw these gusts moving through, and she saw that kind of rain. Look at that right there. It just keeps going. We've been seeing these trees here. You can see these trees. We've been seeing branches start flying off, and we already know that down below, down on the street, there are some trees that are already down, and that's what becomes very dangerous when you have sort of projectiles flying out. In all of these skyscrapers here, these buildings here, they're all made of glass. During Hurricane Andrew, in fact, in this one here, specifically this one right here, during Hurricane Andrew, the glass was just shattered all over the place. I don't think these buildings have been tested since, because they have not seen winds this strong in such a long time. We're looking at other buildings that are just brand new. We know Tom Yamas has been talking about the skyscrapers and those cranes because there's just so much construction. I can't imagine what those cranes are doing right now. I imagine that as soon as we start seeing more daylight, we'll see what's happening with those cranes, but because that can definitely become a dangerous projectile. But just unbelievable wind here that we're seeing in downtown Miami, George.